All Century 21 real estate offices are independently owned and operated.
This is the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate. Good morning. I'm Jackie Ruddy, broker, and with my husband, fellow realtor, Pat Devaney.
Morning, Jackie. How are you today?
Excellent. How are you?
I'm good.
We have, for the second week in a row, Eric Green, owner of Green's Outdoor Cleaning. Hello.
Hello, Jackie. How are you?
Great. Thanks for being here with us, Eric. How are you?
Doing well. Thanks for having me back. I appreciate it.
All right. We are here every Saturday at 11 a.m. and Sunday at 11:30 a.m. where we talk real estate. We have a full-time real estate office with many exceptional realtors. We have been guiding, assisting, and advising clients in real estate matters for 50 years.
50 years. Oh, my goodness. During the week, feel free to email us with any questions you have at questions@jruddy.com. That's questions@jruddy.com. Or give us a call at 570-344-6724. And when you're at jruddy.com, click on the webcam tab, and you get a view of Dunmore Corners Live. Also, during the week, if you want to listen to any of these shows, just go to jruddy.com. We have all the shows. You can listen to this show or any other ones. They're all there.
Yeah, if you can't get enough of us, if you want to hear us over and over again, just go to jruddy.com radio shows.
10 years worth of shows there. But all of the shows didn't make the cut. Some of them are in the circular file. So if you see a few dates missing.
That's why. View our listings, search the MLS listings, and listen to archive radio shows by going to mobile-friendly jruddy.com. That's jruddy.com. And remember to look us up on social media, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. Okay, Eric Green of Green's Outdoor Cleaning. Would you let me know what you do on the outdoor and the exterior of properties, residential and commercial, please?
Of course, yeah. We do all outdoor cleaning. So we make properties look great again by cleaning them. Everything from their roof cleaning all the way to the curb. So gutter cleaning, outdoor window cleaning, pressure washing.
You get rid of that nasty moss on the roof.
That nasty moss on the roof. Yeah, we get rid of that.
We spent a lot of time talking about your roof cleaning services last week, which was a very interesting discussion. We never tackled that topic on the radio before, and I loved that we talked about it because it's becoming more and more common. And we mentioned all the different things regarding the roof cleaning. And then we talked about your house washing service, and you use a soft, gentle approach with a power washer, or do you call it a pressure washer? What is the correct terminology?
The correct, it depends on what you're using. So technically speaking, a power washer is if you're going to be using hot water.
Oh.
But, by and large, pressure and power, they're interchangeable.
Yeah. I have a tendency to say power washing. What do you say, Pat?
I say power washing, too.
All right.
Pressure's too hard to say.
Pressure.
Doesn't roll off the tongue.
So you do roof cleaning and then the house washing, and that usually probably goes hand in hand. And we even talked about vinyl fences last week. Gutter cleaning. It's the fall.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So how often should people be cleaning their gutters? Once a year, twice a year, every other year?
Definitely more frequent than every other year, I would say. It depends on where you live and how many trees are around your home, of course. But we have some customers that want it 2 or 3 times a year because they live next to a pine tree that's always getting rid of the pine needles and so forth. But typically, at least in the fall when the leaves, drop from the trees, they clog up the gutters and water's not able to flow properly away from your home, which can cause a lot of problems.
You also offer a gutter cleaning service, right? You clean the gutters, and
right.
they look brand new. I mean, other than like a washing where you
mean the outside,
right? Where you're not just taking the leaves out of the gutters, the gutter cleaning, but the washing of the gutters. And you mentioned that last week.
Yeah. So we do clean the face of the gutters as well. They can get oxidized and dirty, so that's usually more involved with our house washing, service that we offer. We'll clean the face of the gutters and brighten them up, for sure.
That's right. So that's what I was getting. But if somebody hires you to clean the leaves out of the gutters or whatever's in the gutters out, you don't just automatically
wash it.
No, we don't typically, wash the face of the gutters. Like a typical, people think of gutter cleaning, they usually think of the inside of the gutters. which is what we do, of course. So we do both services. We just have to distinguish, what the
I wanted to
customers-
clarify. Yes.
Yeah, what the
Okay.
customer is looking for. Sure.
You know, I did drone pictures of my sister's house. She wanted the roof inspected. So I put the drone up, and there's no trees where she lives. She lives in a beach community. And I put it up, and it was right over the house. And we were looking down, and we were looking into the gutters. And there's got to be, looks like there's an inch or two of dirt inside her gutters. I mean, and there's
no
not
trees.
There's not a tree to be seen. So I
For
mean,
miles.
right? So even if you don't have a tree right next to your house, gutter cleaning is probably a really good idea.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've, definitely, there's not a lot of sand in this area, of course,
But the dirt from the
definitely
roof,
the
everything.
dirt from the roof. The shingle granules, they do naturally, come off over time. So that fills up. But then also like birds and squirrels. I mean, like squirrels love to create nests, inside of gutters, and different rodents and things like that. So we've seen all kinds of different, even bees' nests inside of them. And so, yeah, not good.
Do you clean solar panels?
We do, yes. Yeah, we haven't cleaned. There's not as many around here than other parts of the country. But yeah, we've done some
Okay.
solar panel cleaning.
All right. And walkways and sidewalks and driveways and parking areas and decks and patios.
Yes,
So if it's outside, you clean it.
that's right.
All right. You mentioned window cleaning, and you do outside window cleaning, and I pay attention when people talk. So do you do inside window cleaning?
Not so much anymore. No, we don't do as much. We've kind of stopped doing that, with everything happening with COVID and everything. So we haven't been going in homes as often.
Okay. Are you insured? Are these things that people should be made aware of when they're hiring somebody? Because it seems like come fall, we get the printouts and the postcards of someone that's in the neighborhood that wants to clean gutters.
Right. So if I get the guy who throws up a ladder who's looking for beer money, because that's what some of these guys look like they are. So, and what happens if said person falls into my bushes off the ladder? What happens? He's going to sue me?
I've heard of stranger things. You don't know who you're dealing with necessarily if it's just like a one man show type of thing. So you definitely want to be cautious with that. Of course, to answer your question, we do have over $1 million of general liability coverage. So just and we always send out a crew of 2 people for safety and accountability reasons. There's always someone holding the ladder, and just for safety reasons. Especially when you're getting up on a roof, it could be dangerous.
Right. And these are projects that some people feel that they can take care of their own, save a little bit money, but sometimes these aren't the best DIY projects.
Well, especially gutter cleaning.
To tackle.
If you think about, the gutter is not only getting on the roof, it's the edge of the roof. So it could be anywhere from 10 to 40 feet in the air. That's pretty high up that you're dealing on the edge of a roof. It could be pretty dangerous.
Sure. So all the things that can happen if one doesn't clean their gutters, let's talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely. We've as I said, there certainly can be rodents and animals living inside of the gutters, clogging up the gutter. So the biggest issue is the whole purpose of a gutter is for the rain to get onto the roof and flow down the roof into the gutter to channel the water away from the home. All right, so the downspouts are usually 20, 30 feet out or wherever. We're trying to get the water away from the house. So if the gutter is full and the water can't go down the spout, what happens is it flies over the gutter and basically on right next to your house. And of course, the water can get into your basement and cause all kinds of havoc on your basement, or even we've seen property damage, structural damage to windows and doors because the water is leaking through basically the walls. It's getting through and it's just causing all kinds of issues.
And in the winter, if you don't get your gutters cleaned, you can
get an ice dam, and the water can back up into the shingles. What about all the weight from the water and the leaves and?
Yeah, definitely. If the gutters freeze, then like you said, the weight could definitely damage the gutter themselves and bend them and break them. And we've done some light. We don't really advertise for repair work. We do a little bit of light stuff, but definitely we've seen a lot of gutters that were hanging down, and that typically will happen because of ice dams.
So it's a lot cheaper to clean it than to replace it.
Right, absolutely. Yep. And I will mention, for folks that have, gutter guards. A lot of people have, guards on their roof. Leaf. There's, a million different brands out there. And I'll say that we've installed some gutter guards in the past. I'm not a huge advocate for gutter guards. Again, we've done them, we've installed them, so it's not like okay, well, it's job security for us because we've actually done it. But it tends to give people a false sense of security because most of the gutter guards aren't that great. There's only a couple that I've seen that are very effective with letting the water in, but not letting the other crud in as well. Right, so they're either so rigid that the water can't get in, or they're too open that more than water gets in. You still end up getting some debris inside of the gutter. And again,
you think you install them and you're good to, you're good forever,
you
right?
think you're good forever, 20 years.
And then you have problems.
Yeah, then they still get clogged up. The really, really good ones could be several $1,000s to install. There's a couple of really good ones. I'm not going to say they're all bad. There's a couple of really good ones, but again, like anything, you get what you pay for.
Sure.
So,
and then I think it's important who installs it too. I mean, I see the commercials for these things, and you would think they're the best thing since sliced bread. Yeah. But like you said, if it's not installed properly, it could be if the space is too big or...
Yeah, installed properly, or, if they're not the right kind as well, you can still get... Because some of them are actually designed only to keep out squirrels and birds. They're not necessarily designed to keep stuff from getting inside, like debris and stuff. So.
Now, we were talking about safety. According to the National Safety Council, approximately 30,000 people are injured every year from falling off a ladder.
I know firemen who've fallen off ladders cleaning their gutters got seriously hurt.
Yeah, so it's something I feel to leave in the hands of a professional. Eric Green, owner of Green's Outdoor Cleaning. How does someone get in touch with you?
Well, they can call us at 570-483-8855 or email us at info@greensoutdoorcleaning.com.
Thank you. Pat?
We have a gorgeous ranch-style home at 34 Little Lake Road in the private community of Music Lakes, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home for $379,000. This home, it's a lovely home. It's on a corner lot. It's got a view of the lake from the front porch. The property, it's only 10 years old. It has hardwood floors, an open floor plan, a gorgeous kitchen, a fireplace, a master bedroom suite. This is my favorite part. It's got a 4-car garage with a circular driveway. It's got a breezeway leading to a patio with a fire pit. This home has lake rights to the 2 lakes, and there's amenities which include a beach area, community center, volleyball, tennis courts, and more. That's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home with the 4-car garage at 34 Little Lake Road in Music Lakes for $379,000. That's listed by Aaron Pierce of our office.
Thank you, Pat. Buyers still rely on agents for mortgage help and home searches. So how consumers find their realtor may surprise you. This is from Porch.com, a survey of recent home buyers that found nearly 20% reported they found their agent from...
the radio.
A real estate sign.
Oh.
Only 7.7% said they used the same realtor as a previous transaction. Word of mouth referrals and online searches remain top ways people find their real estate agent. Nearly 2/3 said they check out online reviews. What do we do when
we're going to go to a restaurant? We check out the online reviews.
Yes.
So we're going to stay at a hotel. We look at the online reviews.
We do. So do consumers of real estate. They check out online reviews. And if you want to check out our reviews, you can go to jruddy.com, and then on the top there, you just click reviews, and you'll see all our reviews. And they do that before they decide who to work with. So while many home buyers use online home listings to start their home search, more than 70% of previous home buyers and almost 64% of first-time home buyers said they find homes for sale from their agent. Don't discount the advantages of a for sale sign, because many first-time home buyers and repeat buyers find homes by the for sale sign. And we feel that that's very important, right, Pat?
Right.
Our signs tower above our competitors, and you can see it a block away because they're big, they're large, they're
about 5 or 6 feet tall.
Yes, and they require a professional installation, right, Pat?
That's right.
Okay.
I know the sign guy. He's all right.
All right. With the majority of buyers using a mortgage, they are also relying on realtors to help them with the mortgage process. Nearly half of recent homebuyers said they asked their agent for advice, which was second only to asking family members. Buyers look to their agents more than their friends, partners, and financial advisors. So we're pretty up there on that list.
Well, you do it every day.
More than 75% of buyers said they do not understand their mortgage terms completely. 26% said they read only part of their mortgage documents before they sign them, and 30% said they later regretted not reading all that fine print. And when it comes to homeowners insurance, and I am guilty, I admit it, nearly half of recent buyers grouped it with their current insurance. Some went with recommendations from family and friends, and some used the recommendation of the bank. More than 70% of the respondents compared homeowners insurance rates before they committed to it. As for actually reading it, only 36.8% admitted that they read some or none of their policy, while 32% regretted not reading it completely. 61% of buyers said they usually ask someone to read it over before they sign it, and that they typically depend on a family member for that. I used to depend on my dad for that.
Yeah, well, he was the insurance guy.
And now I depend on you.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, because I'm guilty. I don't read it. Do you read it? Some of it.
25%.
Okay, all right. Stay with the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate on 94.3 FM. The Talker. We'll be right back.
What can a Century 21 agent do for you? They show your home, solve your problems, and pet your dog. They provide the service of a butler and the savvy of a business tycoon. They explain the market, love a good barbecue, and never drink milk from the carton, so invite one over. They do your homework, legwork, and sometimes yard work. Basically, they provide some TLC to YOU. This is who they are. This is what they do. Century 21 agents. Smarter, bolder, faster. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Hi, this is Jackie Ruddy from Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate. Is real estate on your mind? It's on ours 24/7. Whether you're buying, selling, investing, or in need of an appraisal, you have questions, we have answers.
Thinking of buying or selling a house and have questions? Tune in to the Real Estate Roundtable hosted by locally owned and operated Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate on Saturday mornings at 11 and Sunday mornings at 11:30.
Call 570-344-6724 or visit jruddy.com. That's JRUDDY.com.
You're rejoining the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate on 94.3 FM The Talker. I'm Jackie Ruddy, broker, and with Pat Devaney, my husband, fellow realtor.
And we're back.
We're back with Eric Green, owner of Green's Outdoor Cleaning. Hello.
Hey, Jackie. How are you?
Great. We're having a wonderful 2 weeks of discussion with you. We talked about roof cleaning last week, house washing, gutter cleaning in the first half of this show. And you do other things. You do concrete power washing, window cleaning, exterior window cleaning. Basically, if it's on the exterior of a house, you can and will clean it. Those are the services you provide, correct?
That's right.
All right. Mm-hmm. One of the things that you do, which I love, and I think it's the first service I've heard of that's an outside service that offers this, is dryer vent cleaning.
And everybody forgets about their dryer vent.
They forget about their dryer vent. Yeah, it's and that's kind of the one exception. Is it inside? Is it outside? Well, we actually clean the dryer vent from the outside. So we don't need to come into your home and pull the dryer out and so forth. We can actually do everything from the vent on the outside.
And how do you do this?
Magic. We have an air compressor that we use, and we have professional equipment that we use with the tube. What do you call it? Like a line, basically like a line that connects, like a hose line, and it fishes through the dryer vent. And basically, what it does is it shoots all of the lint from the vent outside. So it shoots it out. As we're fishing the hose, the air compressor hose into the dryer vent, it's forcing the lint out toward us.
How many of these vents have you gone to that have been like almost completely clogged?
A lot. And we've gotten out birds' nests because that's a good spot for a bird. Nice and warm in there, away from the elements. All kinds of different nuts from squirrels have been in there, all kinds of things. And and it gets packed, and it is very dangerous, because lint is very flammable.
Oh, yeah. All you need is a little spark and lint goes boom. It burns.
Some people use it for kindling fires. So very flammable.
All right. So, I've heard of a method to clean a dryer vent, and it's usually using a brush. Mm-hmm. Can you, should you, would you?
Can you?
Should you, would you?
Can you? Yes. Should you? At your discretion. Would I? No. Okay. Have I? Yes.
Okay. Why? Talk to me about
that. There are, like anything else, there's varying degrees of quality when you get something. A lot of the, those cheaper brush kits that you get from the big box stores, maybe $30, $40. So anyway, what could happen is if you're fishing the brush through the dryer vent, it could unscrew. And, then you have the brush that's, 30 feet in your home, and how do you get it out? And now it's clogged more, and it's just kind of
it's an uh-oh moment. One of those, uh-oh, right?
Yeah. But not only that, even if it doesn't get stuck in the vent, it's a circular brush, and you are getting some of the lint out, but the brush is basically designed to be just a little bit smaller than the actual circular tube. So you're actually compacting some of the lint against the vent as well. You're getting some of it out, but you're also compacting it against the outside.
When I go into a house and I go into the basement and I look at the dryer vent and I see a plastic tube that's hanging, I cringe. Because, I used to be a fireman in New York, and a lot of the fires that we got were started with people would turn the dryer on and they'd go to the store and they come back and the house is in flames. That happened many, many times. So people need to be aware of just how dangerous a clogged dryer vent can be. And if you have that plastic tube hanging, get rid of it, get an aluminum one, or get it hard piped. That's our house is hard piped all the way. So
yeah. It's the number one cause of household fires.
Is it?
Yeah, of clogged dryer vents. And usually it's not, we're going to burn the whole house down, but because usually most people don't leave their dryers going when they leave the house. At least they shouldn't, and so they're usually there when the fire happens. So it's something you could easily take care of. Your dryer is now ruined, and you probably have some fire damage in that area, but
and smoke.
Yeah, exactly. So not good, but it is. Once the statistic I had read, there was about 17,000 U.S. fires in the U.S. alone. Start from that.
And really, I think of it usually, I don't know why I think of it, but I usually think of it when we're doing our spring projects, and I usually say, did you clean the dryer vent? Go out there and clean that dryer vent.
Right, guess
how many times should somebody clean a dryer vent throughout the year?
Good question. It really depends on how many loads of laundry you do. So if you have
say if I had 5 kids.
Who has 5 kids?
I don't know. Somebody I met.
Somebody you met?
Yeah, he's
crazy,
cool. Yeah,
crazy guy.
Crazy guy.
Okay.
Working on 6. I don't know.
No, don't speak that language. No, yeah. So someone that's crazy enough to have 5 kids should probably clean it out at least minimum once a year. Because again, the more loads of laundry you do, the more lint is going to accumulate. If you're living by yourself or, a couple and you don't do a lot of laundry, maybe once every 2 years, just depends on different factors. But, and the other thing is, dryer efficiency. A lot of people,
absolutely,
say, well, it takes 2 or 3 cycles just to dry their jeans. It could be, I'm not saying there could be a faulty issue with your dryer, but it could also be that your vent is clogged up. So the heat from the dryer is not completely leaving, and so it's not being efficient. So it's not drying correctly.
Now, how many basements have we gone into where the dryer vent is disconnected and they have lint hanging all over the basement, everywhere? Gee, that's not a fire hazard if that gets near the furnace.
Yeah, it's like decoration at that point.
Yeah, it's like a spooky house.
Yeah.
Right. So good stuff, and dryer vent cleaning is important. So let's talk about, I'm sure there's somebody out there that's listened to this show and last show that's wondering about prices for all of these items. Roof cleaning, house washing, gutter cleaning, pressure washing decks and patios, and dryer vent cleaning. If you can just give us a ballpark, and we wouldn't hold you to it, but just give us a general idea what these
For each service?
Yeah, like
service.
gutter clean. That's a big one. Everybody gets that done
Gutter
this time
clean.
of the year.
Yeah, definitely. We have a few different, packages, for gutter clean, depending on, if it's a 1-story or 2-story. But, most homes are typically a 2-story home. So for us to clean out a 2-story home is $197 for the gutter clean. That's to get out all of the debris out of the gutters. And then if you want us to, get the hose off the truck and flush it with water, to make sure that the gutter is properly, that the water is properly channeling away from the home as it should, the total is $225 for 2-story. So just an extra $25 to have that peace of mind.
By trained, insured professionals. I think it's money well spent.
Okay,
Right.
and how about
Uniform too. We wear uniforms.
Do you wear a uniform?
Yeah,
Cool.
You gotta look professional.
That's right.
How about roof cleaning?
Roof cleaning, that definitely varies quite a bit depending on the size of the roof and the severity. If there's just black streaks on your roof, it's not going to be as expensive as if you have moss on your roof. But typically, it ranges from about $297, $300, up to the most, maybe $800 to $900, depending on how big the roof is. But I would say on average, it's about $500 for a roof clean if you want the whole thing done.
Okay, and house washing.
Typically, when we look at sorry to interrupt you, but look, for a roof cleaning, if you think about the cost to replace a roof cleaning is typically going to be about 5 to 10% of what that would cost. So, if it's
To prolong the life of the roof, it makes sense, right? So it's a fraction of the cost.
yeah, so if it's if it costs $15,000 to replace your roof, it may only cost $600-700, $800 maybe.
To clean it.
Yeah, compared to $15,000. So, but yeah. So, what was the other one? Gutter clean.
House washing.
House washing. Yes. House washing again also varies based upon square footage, how big the home is, that type of thing.
Let's say a 2,500, 3,000 square foot home.
Yeah, that'll pretty much usually be around $345, $359, somewhere around there. Most of our house washes are between $325 to $425, usually around $350.
And that includes the siding.
Yep. So that includes washing the face of the gutters, which tend to get pretty dirty and grimy as well. If they're oxidized, again, that could be a separate service to brighten them. But yeah, the face of the gutters, the soffits, the flashing, the fascia, even the windows, we do wash down as well. It's not a spot-free rinse because it's hose water, but if there's any kind of, build up, bird poop, things like that, it will come off the windows.
All right. Eric Green, owner of Green's Outdoor Cleaning. How does someone get in touch with you, please?
They can give us a call at 570-483-8855, or they can send us an email at info@greensoutdoorcleaning.com.
Thanks, Eric, for being with us for 2 weeks in a row.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Pat?
Yes, if you're an investor, we have a great opportunity for you here. It's a 4-unit building at 233 North Main Street in Taylor for $245,000. This building, it's got 4 2-bedroom apartments. Each unit has a front and a rear private porch. Each unit has separate utilities. It has a large private basement, and each unit has a storage area. There's plenty of off-street parking. 3 of the 4 units have long-term tenants and low taxes of less than $2,800 a year. So if you're thinking about investing, or if you want to live in one unit and collect the rent, take a look at this 4-unit with 2-bedroom apartments at 233 North Main Street in Taylor for $245,000. And that's listed by Christy Shannon of our office.
Thank you, Pat. And if you have a home that you are looking to sell, please call us. We have buyers pre-approved and ready, willing, and able. We can't find them a home. The listing inventory is just so low right now. I have a list in front of me, homes that our company listed and sold within days since the first of the year. So listings are selling quickly, and so we need more. So we have buyers that are ready, willing, and able. Remember to tune in next Saturday at 11 a.m. and Sunday at 11:30 a.m. to listen to more of the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate on 94.3 FM The Talk.